Liquid Death.
Good. So the benefit of that relationship is that you get a constant supply of Liquid Death whenever you want.
Yeah. I think she caught on. She must have got thirsty because then the shipments just stopped. So.
Oh no.
No.
So then maybe shouldn't you like approach Liquid Death and their sponsors or their sponsorship people?
True.
Too much work.
Do you have an agent?
No.
You don't have an agent?
No, I only have a manager.
Managers don't get you work though. They just manage the work that you already have.
That's right.
What
That's
work
why I
do
don't
you
get
have?
work.
What work do you have right now?
What do you mean? I'm busy. I'm esports. Esports is my life.
He's
Yeah.
he's on
That's why I'm
Castor's
here.
couch. Excuse you.
He's on Caster's couch.
Excuse you.
I can't wait to get into the latest
The latest?
esports.
Esports.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys even see what's going on with these guys?
The esports things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Orlando
Valorant.
Rocketeers and what's going on with the
Yeah.
Memphis.
Yeah, the Memphis thing.
Let's talk about by the way, we're already rolling. We've been rolling.
That's why I wasn't talking about the sponsors. I got one sponsor I care about, and it's right here on my shirt, like it has
They
been for
aren't
the
your
past 8
spo-
episodes.
But they aren't your sponsor yet.
Sponsor to be.
That's
Ask
right. You got to
them.
dress as if.
Yeah,
As
Just
if.
for the sponsor you want.
not the sponsor you have.
That's
True.
right.
So if that's the case, what sponsor are you dressed as?
See?
So shout out to the folks over at Tech Deck. If you guys want to sponsor me and send me like a few boards, I will be more than happy to ride those on camera,
Nice.
like I am now.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have Kasim G on the pod with us. Welcome him to
Thank you.
Caster's Couch. Clap, clap, clap.
Thank you. So happy to be here.
I'm actually super excited because I had messaged you a couple weeks before, but you had
Yeah.
a podcast of your own that you were doing.
Well, I was doing the Last of Us recap show.
Oh!
I still have not finished the season. No spoilers, please.
Okay,
Spoil
good.
it, please.
Bro,
You
how many
played the game,
episodes?
right?
No, never played the
Oh,
game.
okay.
He's seen nothing.
You've
Okay.
seen nothing?
Okay.
I've seen 6 episodes, but I have not finished the season.
Oh.
I respect that. I
How many
respect that.
episodes are there in the season?
8.
There's 9.
Okay,
9?
okay,
Yeah, there was 9.
Okay.
Yeah, there was 9.
Oh, you missed an
Oh.
episode.
Okay. No, I
Maybe
saw
you need
all
to
of
see
them.
the finale.
I saw the finale.
Okay.
Okay, you can't.
But there were 9.
Okay, then you can't count.
I can't
Not
count.
surprised.
I can't count.
Yeah.
In the comments below, go ahead and tell us if you think there was 8 or 9 episodes. Let's drive that engagement.
What did you think of the series?
I thought it was a very well-made show, and I have this same comment that I've been saying since episode 1, and that a lot of people hate, but I've turned some folks over. I think Station 11, if you've ever seen that show, is the better Last of Us show.
I haven't seen Station 11, so that's actually now I got to watch that.
And it's not like there's no zombies in it, so it's a different show. But everything that you wanted, like the connection, the emotional connections that I feel like I didn't get from The Last of Us, Station 11 gives you, and dance.
Is Station 11? So is Station 11? Because I've never heard of this before.
Yeah.
Is this actual like Last of Us IP, or is it just
No.
like a similar apocalyptic?
No, it's
sort of environment?
it's a series that takes place like post a pandemic. There's a flu that
Okay.
kills like 90% of the population. And
Okay.
it sort of it flashes back and flashes forward, sort of before times and after. And it's one of the best series I've ever seen. And folks that tune into my stream that are watching this are going like, oh my God, kill me, because this is all he talks about on his stream. But I do think if you haven't seen it, it's one of the best things that nobody's seen.
Is it? Do you have to have a subscription platform like HBO? For
HBO,
it?
it's on HBO.
Okay. Oh, sweet. So if you're watching Last of Us,
If you're
you can already
watching
watch
Last
it.
of Us,
Okay,
it's
cool.
already there.
All right, I'll have to give it a look then. I'm generally
Please,
down
I've
with
turned
the
some people onto it, and
post-apocalypse
they're like, you were right.
How
It's
old is
It's
it?
amazing. It's a masterpiece. Some people were like, you're out of your mind. It came out 2020.
stuff. Okay, so it's
But it's based
Wow,
on a
that-
book. It's based
wow,
on a book.
a global pandemic story that came out in 2020.
I know.
That's
It came out at the
timing.
worst time. I think
Yeah.
that's part of the reason why no one watched it, because they were like, dude, we're stuck in it. Like, we're living this. We don't need to
Yeah.
watch it.
Too real.
Might have been 2021. But yeah, highly recommend Station 11.
Okay, but does Station 11 have the internet's father, Pedro Pascal?
I knew that
No.
your
I knew
content
it.
is so
You gotta stop
predictably
her.
fucking horny at
No.
this point.
Is that who you're on right now? Is it
Yes.
Pedro Pascal?
Yeah, okay, but
You and everyone else. Okay,
know-
he eats chicken wings. Cool. I can do that.
I'm
You
not
can eat,
lying.
You can eat chicken wings. You can eat chicken wings.
I'm here. We have to go through this shit. And then I go back home with my Discord friends and a friend of mine. Literally, we are just double fisting Pedro Pascal in 2 different tabs.
He's in every hole. He
Every
honestly
hole.
is. It's too much. He is wonderful. He's fantastic. But it is like I've everywhere I turn, I see him. He's in The Mandalorian. He's in The Last of Us. He's in the Hot Wing show. He's in every TikTok I see. He's fantastic, great. But I can't. What's the next one gonna be? Because these things come and go. These stars sort of like go up and then they go down and they go up.
It's like how like a couple of years ago everybody was obsessed with the guy that plays Spider-Man. Right, like he was all over everything.
Tom
Yeah,
Holland.
him. Yeah, everybody. It was just him everywhere.
Yeah, it was
on
him
all
and
of the
Zendaya.
stuff.
What are him and Zendaya doing?
Yeah,
Do
yeah.
they
It's
eat
like-
chicken
Spider-Man
wings?
movie.
It's like the cultural cycle thing.
Yeah. Aubrey Plaza just recently went through it like a few weeks ago. Post
who
White
that is.
Lotus and with her new movie. It's just
Who's
like
Aubrey
it's
Plaza?
a part of the marketing
know.
machine.
Who's Aubrey Plaza? What would I recognize her
Fuck
from?
you. Fuck
There
you.
it is. Yeah.
Fuck you. You don't know who Aubrey Plaza
You were
is.
part of that
Whoa.
cycle
Fuck
too,
you.
weren't you?
Whoa, are you okay?
No.
No.
tell him.
Our one white man on the caster's couch right now. Hashtag diversity. Sponsor us, please. Doesn't know who Aubrey fucking Plaza is.
I
don't know
who
Have you seen Aubrey Parks and Plaza Rec?
Nope.
No, I haven't seen that
Have
either.
you seen Scott Pilgrim?
Nope.
Oh, wait,
no,
he's in
I
Scott
watched
Pilgrim?
Scott Pilgrim back like when it came out 15 years ago, and I thought it was dog shit.
I don't remember anyone on Scott Pilgrim other than the two main characters.
I love this show. I love being on here because so many. I love this. I love the controversy. I love being in the middle of it.
Yep.
Yeah,
I love
it's
the
good to
hot
have you,
takes,
bro.
the cold takes. It's so good to be here.
How would you describe or how would you explain Aubrey Plaza to them?
What's a role that she's played?
She's most well known for the
Parks and Rec.
Parks and Rec.
She's April.
She's like very dry, sarcastic.
She just kind of talks like this all the time. She
Yeah,
doesn't have any emotional
She's
faces.
got a dry delivery that some people really like.
She's goated.
Look up a picture of her, Raz. Let me see what she looks
Wait,
like.
you
Maybe
say
I've seen her
some
in stuff.
people like you don't like it.
No,
I really
I
don't
think
recognize
she's
her.
I think she's good.
I
I
have
don't think
no
she's
idea
my
who this woman is.
my cup of tea, but I think it. Here's the thing: White Lotus season 2, which I just
Okay, I
started.
feel like
she's
maybe I've
fantastic.
seen her
in
in
it.
something now,
Okay.
but
And playing against
seen her
type in
nowhere.
that.
And what?
Playing against type.
Yeah.
Oh,
I would
really?
not be able to pick her out of like a police lineup.
Yeah.
If it was like, is this the woman that starred in that show? I'd be like, I have no idea.
Ooh, I've used one of these images. So she's in a show
For
movie.
what, masturbation? What do you mean you've used? What have
Specifics
you
are
used?
important, Raz.
Fuck. No. So there's a movie that she was a part of that's called Emily the Criminal, and I've taken a
Yeah.
photo of it and like wait.
I remember that.
Yes, I just
I've
waited
never
for
heard of
Emily
it.
Rand, one of our mutual friends and coworkers, to do anything on Twitter, and like just wild, and I just posted the video, like a picture, just to meme her. That's it.
And it all comes full circle.
There it is.
So the detail that he left out, and this is important to include because it shows your dedication as a shit poster, is the fact that we saw the art for Emily the Criminal on one of those digital screens that would rotate through like 10 different movie promos.
Yes.
Raz sees Emily the Criminal, whips out his phone. He's like, oh, we have to get this to use for a shit post. And as he's whipping out the phone, time slows down and it disappears. So we stood in front of that thing waiting for another 2 or 3 minutes for it to come back.
the top
So
of the
Raz
order.
would have it. He's very dedicated. He's
And
a
I
good
could
friend
only
like that.
I only got the chance to use it like a year later. For me, if I find an image that I'm like, this is tied to this one person, like a friend, I'll take an unflattering picture of somebody. I probably have 2 of you. And I'll just like take a really unflattering picture of them eating or doing something stupid.
Yes.
And I wait. 3 years later, post it on Twitter. Everyone makes fun of them.
You're no
It's
different
great.
than an archivist, a librarian, a
Exactly.
keeper of. I send and speaking of this, I took like one particular photo of Fiona Nova, where she's we had to shoot this thing for Attack of the Show where we're in an emo band.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and she had like in between whatever we were shooting, she was in a stairwell holding the guitar. She looks up, she has like mascara on, and she just had like a dead look in her face. And I just captured something, right? and I text it to her once a week, and
Yes.
she hates it. And I just
see it?
yes, I just sent it
I
to her
need
before I
to.
came actually.
That's perfect.
And she says I still hate that. This is her. This is her. Can we have it for Patreon? Yeah, I'll send. I will send it. I will
Send it
send
for
it to you.
Patreon.
I will send it. I will send it to you. She will hate the fact that I am sending you that image, and we are
Yes.
now using it
We
in a
love it.
She has
podcast.
so much black mascara on, she looks like Robin.
Wait,
She would.
along a similar vein,
does have a. She's
Ollie,
my little
I've showed
psychic.
you the the Papa Smithy picture of MSI 2018, haven't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's here. Let me show you. So back in, because you were talking about how you're a big fan of esports and
Huge. Yeah.
yeah,
We've
when
gotta
you're
get into it. I just hope
We
we
do.
have time.
when you're on the road in esports, it's important to have like a recurring shit post with everybody in
Sure.
the group chats
Yes.
for the thing. And MSI 2018, we all just had this picture of our co-caster at the time, Papa Smithy, who's now the what?
My boss.
Yeah. He's like the grand head honcho
What's
of
MSI
2018.
Is that a
Mid-season
motherboard?
invitational.
Yeah. So this thing, you can plug a lot of shit into it, including this picture of Papa Smithy that anytime there was a conversation in the group chat that you didn't have a meaningful contribution to, you just posted this picture instead.
Yes. Humiliate your friends, ladies and
You
gentlemen.
have to. You just gotta. I do appreciate the work. Do you have now? Let me ask you, as an archivist, do you have a folder in your phone? Bunch of folders that these go? Are they all on your computer?
Oh,
because
so-
this is an organizational thing. Because
True.
speed of
Yes.
posting is important.
I'm
sometimes.
bad at organizing.
Ooh.
So that's you can ding me on that one for life. I will be able to, like, if I have a new PC, I will always have an external hard drive of those shit pictures.
I like the
keep
thought of
them
you getting a new
saved
computer
separately.
and having to like transfer files. Or like,
Yes.
yeah.
So I'll have that, but it's all in one fuck off big picture folder. So when every time I was like, oh, this is the perfect time to pull it out, I have
Yeah.
to go through too many images.
What about Google Drive? Because I have like a couple Google Drive files where they're just shit posts, but I can activate it or I can access it from my
Anywhere.
iPad, my
That's
phone, my
smart.
computer.
No, I'm not giving the government my meme
You
folder.
can. That's right.
Not happening.
You're turning over all your memes
No.
at that point, and sometimes you get locked out of it. Just it's like
Oh my
that
god.
happened with G4 one day. I didn't have access to all our like all the stuff we had written, all the living documents or just ideas, and they just went away that one day.
Yeah, it was weird. Like everyone lost Slack access all of a sudden.
All of a sudden, we couldn't access our work.
It was so weird.
just
And then
took
like
that
the keys
seriously.
didn't
I
work
was
to
gonna
the
say,
building.
I feel like they're talking about when it closed.
I was at the start.
We were
I was
fired.
Sold.
We were fired.
I was sold, and I was like laughing, and no, I apologize.
Well, I wasn't fired. I walked away.
I still count you as having been fired. I will, if anyone.
You were
Don't-
fired in spirit.
Don't think you're better. Don't think you're better than us. You too. Don't think you're better. I count us all as being fired.
Ian, were you fired, Ian?
Yeah, we're all fired. Okay, it's fine.
Ian probably walked away. You saw the writing on the wall. You saw someone murmuring "fire robbery," and you're like, I
She
gotta
had
leave.
inside information, and then she's like, "I'm out."
Exactly.
And the rest of us like, "Where's she going?" And then we look down, and then we lost access to our slot.
Yeah. It's like a police officer doing some stupid ass shit, probably beating someone up, and then you realize you're probably gonna get fired. And Oblie's like, you know what? Tender my resignation. That was you.
I mean, I didn't exactly hand in a resignation so much as I said, triple my salary or I leave.
Yeah.
Are you likening Avali's content to police brutality?
That was a rough one. That was a spicy one there, man.
There are
Throw it out
parallels.
there.
There are parallels for sure.
See you guys on the Twitter
Yes.
clip.
Distasteful.
Just because it's not February anymore, Raz.
Maybe I just have to save that for next year.
Save it for next
Yeah,
year.
for next-
I like this headband situation that you've got going
It's a
on
new
here.
look, you know.
It is a new look.
pretty cool.
Do you have multiple different colors? Are you gonna like swap them out for each day?
I actually do have an entire box because I was too lazy to do it home that I brought here. So if you want a headband of your own,
Brought a box of
Wait, you
headbands
brought
here.
a box of headbands?
I was look. I was one fell motion to my mailbox, pick it up. I could have gone back, but
Is that
I
what you
was
carried over to my house and it was like, can I throw this wrapping away? I should have
Yes.
thrown it away at my house, but I
Obviously,
didn't.
I was dedicated to be here on time.
Mm.
We were all dedicated to that project. We've been here on time 3 times in a row.
I'm
Wow.
very proud of you.
3
for
out of
that.
10 ain't bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually not that bad.
It's good. You guys are on a tight ship here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's not sunk at least.
We try really hard here.
Yes, we do
But-
everything for Avali and Ian, both who do a lot to build the set and get everything ready, and we just come here late
Throw
as
the
fuck.
blankets in the fireplace.
Well, no, that's his. That's Thresh's kind of
Oh,
like
that's
toy
where
chest.
he lives.
No, he doesn't live there. Although, like, I tried to set it up so he could have that as like a mini doghouse, which you don't see right now. Is like the little hollowed out fireplace in the corner with all
I'm
of
just
the
saying,
dog
guys,
toys.
Mm-hmm.
she has a doghouse in her fireplace.
I would like to know the math of what the square footage and like the rental price of that little 3x3 area would go for in Los Angeles with real estate.
Best I can do is $800 a month.
I mean, 800 would be a pretty good deal.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is parking included?
No, of course not. What the
No,
fuck's wrong
no
with her?
way.
Okay, no.
Not a chance.
Okay, but so Cassim, we had Gina on here a couple times. We're gonna have Fiona soon.
Gina. Which one
She was
she?
the one Asian with the huge tits.
Oh.
I thought you guys said she was black.
And black. She's
And
Blasian.
She's Blasian.
Yeah, like Tiger Woods.
Oh.
Do you
I
remember?
recall a Gina.
Okay, what about a golden boy? The Marvel expert at G4.
Yeah.
Golden boy.
Now it's coming back to me. Yes. Golden Boy. Yeah, I liked him.
He was good.
He's so good. Are you gonna have him on?
We had him on 2 weeks ago.
You had him on, huh? Yeah, he's great. You know, Golden Boy was one of the few people I knew of before G4.
Do you know who I was?
No way. And you famously tell everyone you didn't know who I was, and I was fine with it too. But that's part of what was so fun about coming together was meeting a lot of people that you would never interact with, for any reason. Like some people you would avoid, you know. And but we all kind of came together, and it was really fun. And so I'm so glad we get to you could see how like these friendships were not cooked or faked for the most part in any way, because we all tend to like still interact in some way or another after the fact, which is great.
What was like your first impression of Avalie that you haven't really told her? But
I think we told her.
Okay.
I think as you guys know, it's real easy to be honest with Avalie, which is because part of it, like, she makes that face, she'll this
That'll do it.
90% of our interactions would be like me or Fiona would say something, and then Avalie immediately would be like, I need an adult, and that was her catchphrase every time. Like, I don't think you can say that. Like, there's a lot of So we thought Avalie was adorable, but kind of dorky.
One of the first thing that I heard about all of you guys at G4 from Avalie was how strange some of the conversations were, because you know how Avalie is just very wears it on her sleeve with all this horny anime porn stuff, but when you guys talked about like actual sexual stuff with actual 3D people, she talked about how deeply disturbing that was on like a root foundational like emotional level, because it's not a cartoon.
I know.
And I was like,
she made us feel weird, and she'd come home to all this, like all this weird shit on the wall and like the shelves.
Alexandria of porn.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
You guys off camera can't see this, but there is a tentacle coming out like a reverse glory hole. It's just coming out of the wall.
I wish they're too expensive. To
I would
actually
be
rent at
surprised
home.
if you like move the bookshelf of just horny ass 2D porn and it's just a dungeon. But the reality is, no.
the stripper pole went.
That's the reality is, oh yeah, she can talk about raunchy shit if it's not real. But the moment anything is brought to reality, she is a child.
Yeah.
She didn't even like MILF Manor.
Oh, you didn't like MILF Manor?
MILF Manor was disgusting to me.
Wait, who's
That's
your
why
favorite
you watch
MILF?
it.
Who was your favorite
Oh,
We only have watched one episode still.
Okay.
Avalie hasn't
No,
let us watch
you
it.
watched-
favorite.
you watched
I've
2
I've got to
episodes.
be honest.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We watched the first 2.
I've watched about like 6 episodes.
You
I've watched about the full season, I think
Yes.
now.
Yes.
I've watched nearly every episode.
Good.
So it's
Without
been
flowers?
fucked. Yes. I'm sorry, Flowers. You whore.
Do you guys live together?
No.
Oh,
really
okay.
close.
But we
That'd be
live
weird.
like a couple blocks from each other. Like, I
Okay.
can walk to Raz's place in under 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't
when you-
blame me. Blame her. She stopped us from watching it here.
I'm going to blame both of y'all.
Like, we could have watched it, but Obley would just say, not in my house. Like this whole NIMBY fucking idea.
Because believe it or not, I get fucking sick and tired of people in my living room every single day.
That's true.
This
yeah.
is the problem we have to
Yeah,
fucking
that's-
go through.
This is I hear you. I
We all make
understand both.
sacrifices for the podcast, Ollie.
That's right. You
Where's
all
your
make
team
sacrifices.
spirit?
I'm gonna hurt you.
Me and Raz got here on time for the past 3 episodes.
And I've been working with the studio to come up with our logo, a lawyer to draft up the contracts for the LLC, and planning out extra content plans.
And how many MILFs were involved in any of that?
Me, because
You're
I'm
not
a
a
mom.
That doesn't count. But to answer your question, Kasim,
Yeah.
it has to be that extremely like
The blonde.
yes.
Okay.
I already had.
I think
the-
Kelly.
Yes, Kelly is her name. Yes, you're right. Because she just goes. She finds a new boy every day.
Yeah.
It's like third day. She's on the third one. And it's just like people are like, what are you doing?
Right.
There's no attempt at even trying to find a relationship. So that to me, I enjoyed that.
No,
one the
she's
most.
there to fuck kids.
Yeah.
She's honestly there to do numbers.
Somehow I feel like
she's trying
this
to put
isn't
up
going
numbers.
to be a Twitter
Yes,
clip.
Yeah.
she is trying to put up numbers. She's trying to figure out what her KDA is, what her field goal percentage is. Right
Yeah.
now, it's pretty high.
It's pretty high. She
Yeah.
shoots a lot.
Yeah.
Well, look, I think I'm almost caught up with all the episodes. I do think it's worth the time because it is some of the most awkward interactions
Oh, it's a
with
train
like
wreck.
sons and mothers I've ever seen.
I really liked the Happa boy, the son of the Korean mom.
Yes.
So Gina was here when we were watching the first episode, and me and Gina were both like, "Oh, he's cute, he's cute." And then he
Right.
goes, "I just want to suck on some MILF toes," and we all go,
Oh, yeah, he's a
"Oh."
feet
But isn't
guy.
that something
Specific-
Gina would say? Gina has said that. Those
Specifically,
exact words.
he said, "I want to suck the acrylic off her toes."
See, that's specificity, and that's good, and that's
Yes.
good writing.
That's care.
It one of the most awkward moments was with that gentleman and his mother because he found out that his mother had slept with his best
Oh
friend.
yeah, I remember
Yeah,
that in
that was
episode
good.
2.
Okay. And so in the next episode, he's dealing with it and he gets blasted. And he's in the pool
Yep.
naked, right? He's in the
Yeah.
and he's just swimming and his mom comes out to talk to him.
Yep.
And he's just like swimming and there's like it's not like there are bubbles and jets. Like you can see and she's there like, "Come on, like let's talk. Like I'm sorry." And he's like, "No, I don't want to talk." But his like whole everything was there and it wasn't like he was turned around or for a second. They were having like a 5-10 minute conversation with his penis in full direct view of his mother. And it was like exactly what that show was encapsulated, which was like a little bit of Oedipus, like a lot of bit of like just bad parenting. There's some good parenting in it too.
Really?
There is like some of the parents. I know you would think like no good parent would ever do this, but some of the things they say are like that was shockingly like okay.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
I think Jose. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah.
So Jose is like.
And Paula,
Yeah,
his mom. Yeah.
They're- It's like a sweet mother-son kind of friendship.
Yeah.
But it's also very, very personal. So sometimes it would be like, "Oh, this is really nice," and then he's out with like one of the moms, specifically Kelly.
Keely.
Keely.
No, he calls her Keely.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she's just like, "Where is my son? He did not sleep
Yeah.
with me." Probably shouldn't have said that word
No,
for
but
word.
that's
Yeah.
kind of what they say.
That's what they
Yeah,
say.
yeah.
Like, "He did not sleep with me last night. Where is my son?" And it's like, at first this was really touching, and now you've said words that you probably shouldn't have said.
Right.
So
Yeah.
please, everyone, watch this. I'm sorry that we didn't get to watch it together.
Patreon show.
I'm sorry that
I've been betrayed.
Ovally is the problem here.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
As the only woman here during Women's History Month, fuck you.
Whoa. We can't tell her
yeah.
she's wrong
Yeah, we can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
right now.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
we have to
lucky
wait.
for us,
Here we go.
that's only going to last 11 more days.
There it is.
You know what?
oh,
I'm gonna
I'm
take those
counting
11
them
more days.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Counting down,
Yeah,
baby.
yeah.
And then you start making a few less under the
264
dollar.
hours from now, your ass is grass.
There it is.
You don't have a month. You're just upset.
Oh, I'm not upset because the thing that I was going to mention earlier, I cleared 40 out of 40 challenges on the Path of Exile Challenge League.
Bang!
Yes.
Now we're getting into games.
Now,
Now
Thank
we're
you.
getting to-
Let
we're getting
us
You wanna-
get into it.
games.
Okay, fine. Talk about your Path of Exile so then we could drop it for eternity.
Oh, we're never dropping
not
it for
being dropped.
eternity
No,
because
we're not dropping.
Ovally even tried to be a hater on my celebratory post, and you didn't even successfully hate. Like, you only got a couple people paying attention to your hater aid.
It's hard
Nobody's
for you
drinking
to
that
hate,
shit.
isn't
Nobody's
it?
thirsty for that.
This
It's
was the
easy.
Haterade. Tastes like shit.
People are thirsty for success. Yeah.
What games or esports are you participating in
Oh
right
my
now,
god, just to
Cassim?
narrow it down would be really tough for me. I'm really into the whole scene.
The scene.
Yeah.
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 It's you know what I am playing in all seriousness is I'm doing a lot of Grand Theft Auto. You guys have you played this?
Oh, are you playing RP?
have you Have you played this Grand Theft Auto 5?
Have you heard this? Have you seen this?
Oh, it's so fun. You can do anything.
So are you playing GTA in the No Pixel server?
Yeah.
Or? Okay, tell us
yeah,
about that.
I am doing some no pixel stuff.
That's awesome.
It's very fun. It's probably the most fun I've really had playing a video game in many years.
Year?
Year.
World
And
year.
yeah, it's really fun because like I didn't know how good everyone was on the server, because everyone's got characters that they've been fleshing out for years in some cases.
Yeah.
And any random person you can just have an interaction with, and then like it can just go wherever. And it, for me, as somebody who really like enjoys that kind of stuff, it's been the hard part is learning like the technical stuff. You know,
Is there
like,
a lot of it?
there's a fair amount, but it's not overwhelming. Like for me to be able to sort of have a handle on it, probably would say it's somewhat easy, but like there's still stuff I learn every day, and I've been doing it for like 2 months now. But like once that you're not thinking about like what should I be doing technically, and you're kind of freed up to like just kind of do the role play, it's very fun. And everyone for the most part is like super talented. People you've never heard of. You've never probably seen stream. You're like, wow, this person should have their own show or something. Like everyone's very good.
Like Kasim G, he should have his own show
Yeah,
Oh.
I think so.
Thank you.
on TV.
And the right people to make it happen are watching this.
They are.
So
They are.
We
I'm
got
ready.
producers, directors.
I'm your
billionaires.
paranormal guy. I'm your paranormal guy.
Let me
IRL
praise.
ghost hunting stream in an abandoned like hospital or insane asylum. Down or no?
1,000%.
See?
We'll have to use her backpack
So you
because I
can
just
use-
canceled mine.
What did I tell you?
I had to try it for myself.
know, but
It was $400 a month for this IRL backpack, and Fiona's going out there with a cell phone, and the quality of her streams is just as good. So
Yeah.
I had to cancel it, but I still have the equipment.
Yeah, I have my friend borrowing mine right now.
You gonna rent? I should rent it out.
You should just rent it, but you're gonna have to be paying for the data plan.
Yeah.
If the
How much?
Patreon gets to $1,000 a month, Ovely will come with me and Kasim to an abandoned insane asylum IRL, and we'll hunt for ghosts.
I would
in
love
the
to
middle of
go.
the night.
Yeah, if you guys do it, throw it as a tier up on the Patreon. I'll do
Ovely
it.
won't, but Flowers and Kasim will.
No, you
gotta
No,
go.
there has to be the scaredy.
You're the
cat.
you have to have somebody like wanting to leave at all times. It's part of the dynamic.
Yeah. Do you
I-
know what your fear response is? Like when you're really scared, right? Some people cry. Some people. I laugh. Like I laugh because I'm. That's my
Ovely's
way
is
of.
fetal position.
What do
isn't
you
it?
do
I-
when you're very scared?
I'm trying to think because the most recent like scared thing that I can think of is when me and him play horror video games together. And for me it's just kind of like a flailing response.
Okay, like
But-
a
Settings menu.
bodily reaction you don't have control over.
Yeah, like I could shit myself, but we don't know yet.
Okay.
But it's very much I hit settings and then freak out. We hit the menu
scream?
button. I do. I
Yeah.
scream.
Sometimes
Sometimes
it's not
great.
super common, but usually there's going to be at least a couple blah per
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
Like
That makes sense.
yeah, those aren't
Yeah.
super. That's
Just a couple.
Her biggest consistency is if I ever have to get up and like use the restroom or get a drink of water or anything, she will just immediately pause the game and find something to dick around with in the settings. So it's
Yes.
like I think her reaction is aversion.
Okay.
Okay.
You sort of like want to think about something else.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
do
Yeah,
with
find some
everything.
gamma settings or something to fuck
Right.
around with.
Oh, the mouse sensitivity is not.
Yeah.
That, oh, yeah. I gotta. do
Yeah.
that
No,
a
it doesn't feel
little bit.
good.
Turn the volume up, turn it back down. Wait, turn it back up.
I will
again, turn it
say,
back down.
I played all of Bioshock by myself.
Bioshock's not a horror game.
Yeah, it's like a fantasy. It's got some scary elements, but
got-
it's like.
There's some very scary shit in Bioshock.
Yeah.
The original Bioshock.
Are you gonna play the new Resident Evil 4 remake that comes out?
Are we gonna play that? We haven't done a
Oh,
horror game
instantly
in
she
years.
just said, are we gonna play that? Because she ain't gonna play that on her own.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, there's no way. I mean, you can't really talk shit about people play Resident Evil on their own either. You played Raz. I saw Raz one time streaming. You remember Resident Evil 2 that we played through, right?
Yeah, that was good.
Raz, I watched Raz stream Resident Evil 2 for just under an hour because after about 50 minutes or so, he got jump scared by a zombie. He just paused. He was like, "Guys, I'm done. I tried. I'm done. We're gonna play some 2K or some shit." And then he just immediately turns the game off.
Yeah,
So-
I can't do scary shit. I've been better at it. Like,
What's your response to scary shit?
Oh, Ovely
It
knows
gets
my
us
response.
banned. It gets us
Ovely
banned.
knows my
no.
response.
Oh, it's great. No, you have to tell the story. Hold on. I'm gonna get more water and then Raz tells.
Okay, I'm ready for this one. I'm ready for this one. So let's just say this is back when I was working in China, actually. So not a lot of people from Ovely's side and her stream know me. And she doesn't have like my picture out there, so it's just a voice in the void, which is really important for the context of this because Ovely invites me to a Minecraft server with flowers.
And
we
Ender.
And Ender. So we start playing. Ender wasn't playing at the time. I was only playing for a little bit. And then they gave me an option to build whatever the fuck Ovely was building or start going into the caves with flowers and just doing dumb shit. I'm like, what do you think I am? Of course I'm going to be doing dumb shit in the cave. So I start digging, and I think it was an archer, one of those skeleton archers, right? Something jump scared me.
Yes, you got jump scared in Minecraft.
Yes, something
All right.
jump scared me, and Ian, am I clear to say this shit? It's
We can bleep it.
okay.
Are
And I
you
was
gonna
like,
say the N-word?
and
Let the record show there are 2 black men here.
So the moment that shit happened, I say it, obviously, skin pale, gets out of the Discord server.
She gets out of the
Kicked us both out. Because I was laughing at it. Raz was laughing.
Yes, we were
We
laughing.
both get yeeted.
And she forces us to sign a deal in Discord Messenger.
What?
So all it is just saying our names, Barento H. Muhammad or whatever. Just saying like that I will not say the N-word in her stream and if you go back to the call and everything. And that's
Oh my
because
gosh.
obviously people don't know who I am. They just see a void in the outside saying it. So and obviously she also had a deal coming up, something business wise. So she doesn't want to get caught in controversy of being thrown on live stream fails, I'm assuming.
That shit was funny, though.
Yep.
It's hilarious. You made him sign a contract?
A contract.
Some of us had careers that they didn't want to lose, okay?
She was all happy-go-lucky, and then I started dropping N-words.
What'd you do after? Did you have to show everyone his photo to be like, this is
Yes.
the man that said...
I put a picture of him on the stream.
Oh man, that
Oh
was
my
golden.
gosh.
I
I
loved
think I
everything.
would have
about-
to do that.
And yeah, I've been abusing my powers for that one.
He dropped it
You're
in
allowed.
San Francisco too when we were doing like an IRL stream with the
What was the
backpack.
context? I don't even remember.
I'm not gonna repeat it.
Okay, I didn't say save.
Also, I think we've told this story before.
Wait, this was Jerome, wasn't
Yep.
it? Shaggy,
Oh,
Scooby,
yes!
and Jerome.
I was just doing a goofy noise. It was a gorsh. Gorsh. Something about my gorsh. I'm hitting up my Jerome. And she did not appreciate that. Gorsh. Oh, yep.
That's great.
Oh, man.
Goofy's also black, if that helps.
He is
Of course.
black. All those goofies are black.
Yes.
And
If
Nick
he-
Cage's
Jerome in
father.
relation to Goofy.
Oh, I have no idea. He was a friend. I'm assuming.
Shout
at
out
that
to
time.
Iffy Waddaway, who had a Twitter thread where he went and showed you all the like anime and cartoon characters that were just whatever characters, but he was like, these are the ones that are black.
Oh, no,
Yes.
of course.
Piccolo's obviously.
Namekians.
Yeah,
Skeeter
makes
from
sense.
Doug.
He had
Oh,
Skeeter
yes.
on
Yeah.
there,
Yeah,
yeah.
Skeeter.
And Goofy was on there, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. We accept him.
You take him.
Exactly.
You claim them.
Yep. No matter what. If they ain't gonna do it, we
Yeah.
will do it.
We don't have, as a Middle Eastern man, we don't really have a ton.
true.
I went through, on one of my early streams, I went through the entire credits of the Disney Aladdin movie, the original.
Yeah.
Just until I found the first Middle Eastern name I could.
How long did it take?
It took almost all the people that worked on the movie. And on Disney Animation, that's a lot of folks that make those movies happen. And I finally found one. I'm like, here's a Middle Eastern name. And so I Googled it. I figured, like, I put his name into the Google. And it turns out this one Middle Eastern guy is the one that came up with the name of the town that Aladdin was from. He came up with the designs of the town. Like the,
Oh, there it is.
I don't know, where was he from? Like
Agrabah.
Agrabah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he came up with the designs and all. And it was just one guy that did this, you know? And that was it. They were like, we're full up. We hired the guy and that's it. And the rest were like white
That's
or
pretty insane.
or I think there was like not even a lot of women. It's just a lot of white men that made that movie.
So what do you have to say for your crimes, Flowers?
Yeah, why did you do
It is a good movie, to be perfectly
It
fair.
is a good movie. And you know what's even, here's a factoid, and I don't even know if it's true, but I did hear it, and so it must be, is that there were 2 characters that were cut out from the movie. And keep in mind that my name is Kasim, my brother's name is Omar. 2 characters cut out of the Aladdin movie, Kasim and Omar. And there was a third one. Imagine how different my life would have been, because you guys probably don't know a lot of Kasims, I imagine,
No.
right?
No idea.
I would have been the guy from Aladdin, like from Aladdin. And I kind of dodged a bullet there a little bit, don't you think?
You think so? What if he was a cool character?
I don't. Well,
I mean, he was cut from the movie. How impactful was he really going to be?
yeah. Like, what would make
Like-
him? What would make him cool?
I don't know. He
You know what would have been cool if like he like was wearing shorts and he like bent over and his dick was so big it like popped out the bottom, and that's the one thing people. Yeah.
And you know
like that huge.
He's voiced by Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, he's that huge
Yes.
dick character that's voiced by Pedro Pascal. Cast him, yeah.
Huge, was able to control it, was able to pick up like a can on the street or some shit like that, like a trick.
Like an elephant's trunk.
Yeah.
I mean, they already did all of the animations for like the elephant trucks. and shit.
Yeah, you're right.
There's
peanuts.
Because like a comparison would be Flowers, that is just a character that shoots monkeys.
Oh yeah, the only character named Clayton in any like modern like pop culture shit is the bad guy from Tarzan.
Yeah, he's
So-
an asshole.
Yeah. So that's the only guy
Just
named
a
Clayton.
dickhead.
Okay,
he's
hear
just
me
a
out.
dick.
Did you ever see a movie called Saving Silverman
No.
with Jack Black and Steve Zahn?
I like
Is there a
Jack
guy
Black.
named Clayton in that
I
movie?
think there's a guy named.
Was he
Clayton
also a
in that.
dick?
Oh.
No, he wasn't. I don't think he was bad. He was kind of neutral. But yeah, I'm trying to think of anyone else named Clayton. To me, the name Clayton evokes like there's a strength to it.
Well,
I think a dude, bro, that's like in the varsity team that
Clay,
bullies
that's what
some
you think?
kid. Yeah, like,
Yeah.
it's like,
my name to you is synonymous
Clayton.
with bullying kids.
yes, I think you give a guy like a major wedgie, probably hang him up on like some pole and leave him for the night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you would have bullied me in high school.
Is he
Yeah.
racist too? Clayton?
Clayton sounds like
Where's
a
he
racist
from?
name.
It's
Yeah.
a southern.
Alabama, I
Clay,
think.
where are you from?
I'm from the middle of nowhere, Ohio.
Oh!
So you're racist and you're addicted to meth.
Yeah.
Oh no, we were the heroin.
Oh,
state.
heroin. Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
There it is. There it is.
Yeah.
I like the name Clayton.
We gotta get the facts straight here.
Yeah.
Your
What
mom
kinda
texted
name?
me today.
Jeez.
About what?
What a flex.
She texted me. I need to respond to her because
I
it
will-
just came in before we started. She said, "Random thought I wanted to share with you. Every time I think about Caster's Couch, that's his podcast, the theme song for the video game you once played comes to my mind. Castaway, we are castaways.
There's no way this is what my mom
Ahoy
said.
there,
She's
ahoy, we are castaways."
Hi, Clayton's mom. What's your mom's name, Clayton?
We call her Mama Rains.
Mama Rains.
That's
Thanks
perfect.
for watching, Mama Rains.
We love Mama Rains. Mama
She
Rains.
sounds great.
Mama Rains also, fun fact, has a crush on Ian.
Oh, of course. Look at Ian, all 6'6", 370 pounds of pure muscle.
chiseled.
You guys can't tell off camera, but he is just a mountain.
Yep. The mountain.
So I'm doing this fun little thing where I'm getting all of my old G4 friends random jobs and gigs.
Oh yeah, you got me one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
I
not
brought-
counting this, are you?
I can't believe they
No,
paid
no,
me
no,
no. Okay, okay,
$20,000 for that.
20,000.
hope
I know. I needed to make
For
sure
what?
for playing Rocket League.
Yeah, it was like the easiest, funnest day I've had in a long time. She hired me, or not hired, but she got me the gig at the Crown channel.
Yeah.
You
For
know,
Challengers Rising.
that small independent studio, Crown channel, and I played Rocket League against John Sandman. Do you know John Sandman? He's a Rocket League content creator.
Oh, I didn't know.
Not familiar.
great.
I've never followed the Rocket League community.
Okay, yeah, I'm kind of out of it, but that was like the one esport I really did get into for a while. Then I realized, like, you know, you just like there's the pro player lifespan is so short. It's like you miss 3 months and there's a whole new roster, and like kids that are now 16 that were 15 a few months ago that are now the top of the. But whatever. And it's weird as a 39-year-old man to be like rooting 16-year-old kids on and stuff and watching them and like following them on Twitter. And but yeah, I really enjoyed it. But so long story short, she gets me this gig where I get to play Rocket League against John Sandman, who was like a pro Rocket League player. And I thought the show was really well made, well produced, looked good.
Yeah.
You and Ethos, great hosting pair. Do you guys know this Ethos?
I don't know Ethos.
Valorant scene.
He's in the Valorant scene. You guys don't mess with that, huh?
They hate Valorant.
You guys are League of Legends
We'll
people.
talk
You don't
about that
mix.
in a second.
No, he's
I
upset
don't wanna
because the
talk about
Valorant
it
people
no
are
more.
taking over. Okay, they're taking
our
over,
jobs.
man.
They're taking our jobs.
They're just
Take the
even though the games are very different,
Yeah,
right?
very
I
different,
don't
very
understand why there would be crossover there, but yeah, so that was fun, and thank you for that.
Yeah, no, I brought Gina and Fiona on too, and so now we
Yeah,
just need-
don't care.
Oh no.
I'm talking about the episode I was on.
Okay, the one where you started saying "Don't ask where my followers were" on January 6th.
Wow, was that? Did I
That
say
was
that?
You said that?
That doesn't sound like him. That doesn't sound like you.
I was getting everyone to sign up for Amazon Prime to buy Kindles. I was pimping the brand.
Yeah.
He kept trying to throw to a commercial break when there was a commercial break.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, and next up, and we're gonna go to a commercial break. I'm like, no,
Mm-hmm.
shut up, Cassim. No, we have this mini game that we're gonna do with this bunch, and then go to the
Yeah, if you
commercial
can
break.
host with me fucking up your whole flow, I think you can host anything. This was great. You did a wonderful job. You do a wonderful job, and you wore the most Darkwing Duck cosplay I've ever seen.
What?
That was
So
a
can
banger
we
show.
add media to this podcast? Okay,
Wait,
you'll
well,
yeah.
on the Patreon or on my Twitter, the stylist got very self-conscious after that.
Oh really?
She's like, were people making fun of you? And I was like,
I mean, it was a purple duster. It was a purple pleather duster. It was wild. It was.
Was it meant to be like a meme costume or a real
No, I
costume?
think she was like trying to give Avali like a very cool.
She said, "Let's get dangerous."
Yeah. She
It
was
was
just missing the
excessive.
hat. It was fun. And it was a really like easy peasy thing to do. And
did you see my streamer awards outfit?
no.
Let me show it to you.
You went to the streamer awards, huh?
I went to the streamer
was it?
awards. It was a lot of fun. Raz was supposed to go with me, and he dumped me.
Yeah, I ditched her.
Oh yeah, that's great. And so, were you nominated for something? Or?
Absolutely not.
Also, purple. Is purple your favorite color? or
Well,
something?
I like purple because Twitch.
Also, she has
I
a
see.
random
I
purse
see.
that
Oh,
is
my
just a bunch of
purse.
French fries. It's like a French
French fry purse.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's not the award they give.
No,
No,
she wouldn't win an
That's a
award.
bedazzled.
She
French
wouldn't
fry
and
bag.
didn't win.
Yeah,
an
yeah,
award.
exactly. I don't
I
think that's
did
gonna
not.
happen
I
for
did
some
not.
time or ever.
That's good. I would love to go see my favorite streamers like Mizkif and all those folks live in person.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
saw them all. I was within breathing distance of them.
God, his big baby blue eyes and his big juicy lips. And all his controversies.
Yep.
Love that guy.
Love him.
He's the best.
Supposedly, the streamer awards healed all controversies,
He
I
what?
thought they had to cancel their after party because motherfuckers was fighting each other.
except for Minx. But they healed all other controversies.
Oh, I heard. Yeah, I heard she got very drunk and they had to close down the party or something.
Yeah.
Look, you guys know maybe you guys don't know. I'm a sober gentleman,
Okay.
and you know I don't know Minx very well. I've seen her a few times at G4, but the stories I've heard, I'm like, well, there's clearly somebody who could like use a talking to, like, or somebody, you know, she could probably do better without so much to drink.
I don't
But-
even know who this person is. Like, is she a just chatting person? Is she like a gaming person?
Yeah. Streaming.
Here's the thing, she's got to want the help.
Yeah. And
Otherwise, what are you gonna do? It's so sad to see people at like, and this is just, you know, I have no idea if she's got an issue or not, but like seeing people so publicly in their disease is really tough. And it's like, you know, because it's also part of their gift, right? So like part of the things that people like is seeing them do these and create these controversies, and that's how a lot of people get popular, right? Like where was Jake Paul and Logan Paul like a few years ago before the Japanese suicide forest incident? Like no one really paid too much attention to them.
Vine stars. That was
Yeah,
really-
and that was it. And then he goes and he does this horrendous thing, and then now he's like a legit like mainstream entertainer. It's like it's these things that people like to talk about on the little subreddits and all that like help, but like also there are real people that are suffering and probably should be taking time away to like take care of the things that they need to take care of. But like Twitch, so one thing I don't like is it does not reward people taking time off.
Yep,
Nope.
I agree with that.
It is it's kind of dangerous in that way. It was always one of the things that kept me away, because I've always wanted to sort of do something on Twitch, but I also saw that these dudes do 10 hours a day and like they're barely scraping by. Like I like to have a work-life balance, and so I'm trying to find that still, but I still realize that the longer I stream, the more subs you get, the more people raid and host you and whatever. And so it's like I think there should be something and like some way to like get people to I don't know. YouTube was the same way. It didn't really reward people for taking time off, because the second people stop seeing you on their timelines and the algorithm forgets you, it's like goodbye. You might as well have just never done anything ever.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. So you guys gotta like cut your favorite streamers and content creators a little bit of slack when they like don't show up or they miss a thing. And I don't know. Is that too serious for this podcast?
No,
Let's talk about fucking anal sex. What? So you want to turn this into a Gina thing? Tits, pussy.
Fuck. No, the point that you're making is really important. I also think that there's a large level of parasocialness in general when it comes to there's like in general for a while celebrities, but now with micro celebrities where yes, you feel like if you miss a day, you miss a life. Like you miss you feel like you're missing everything. And another thing is there's a certain level of public humiliation that happens when a person makes a mistake. It could be a small mistake, it could be a large mistake, but in this case, it's someone that's literally struggling with alcoholism. And there's a lot of people that we know that people at home would know is like, oh, they're struggling with an actual problem, but they may not think it's a problem. That's always the problem with it, is that they will think that because it's the status quo, this is something that's happening. And when they get called out for us, like, or at least for a regular person, they get called out for it. It's fine. It blows over. You work on it. But if you are a micro celebrity or whatever it may be, that's just straight up public humiliation.
Yeah.
That gets put out there, and that you are already, a lot of people are already pretty self-conscious about anything that's personal that goes out publicly. That is your deepest, darkest thing that gets public. And so I always worry about that, because there is always going to be a level, like a percentage of people that take it on the chin, get through it, and become better people out of it. And there's going to be a percentage of people that internalize that.
And they spiral.
They go in a darker place. It may lead to suicide. It may lead to something. But like that is always going to be a fear.
Totally. And it is sort of like that deal with the devil that we all make when we decide to like be on camera and make content, is like you're giving up, and it shouldn't be this way, but you're giving up some part of your like soul and your privacy for some sort of public recognition and like subscriptions or whatever it is. And it's like I don't know, this is something I was, felt was like a problem on YouTube, but like Twitch, it's a much bigger problem, because YouTube you could just upload something once a week and that was fine. Yeah. But Twitch is like, we got to see you every day, motherfucker. Like, I'm gonna take my Prime sub somewhere else.
Yeah.
And it's like we care and we like want to be in the conversation. And so part of trying to get back into the content game for me as an old man, as somebody who's like done it once on another platform and trying it again, is like knowing that I have certain things I'm not willing to do for that Prime sub, and knowing that I probably won't ever get to that same level that I did before, and I'm totally okay with it. I would love, and what I love about the Cream Team, the group that we have in the Patreon, is like it's a small group, then everyone's super chill, and I don't feel like I'm have to whore myself out every week and be at like the events and do the things like that. Now, that being said, if I would have been invited to the Streamer Awards, I would have worn purple and wet. Absolutely. Because there's a little bit of like, oh, it's cool to be like a cool kid, You see Will Neff and you go, oh, that he's so talented. He's everywhere. I'm like, but can I do all that? Like, I don't think I have what it takes to like do this. Yeah. So where does that put me? So I have to be kind of like okay with this and just being happy and know that you're not going to make that kind of money, but also you're not going to be encountering that sort of like public humiliation or like that being on that level of spotlight. I don't know. Does that make any sense? It's a very...
Yeah, it makes sense.
It's very... I don't know if people that watch this stuff give a shit about that, but somebody who's been making content for a long time, it's very easy to become... I was deeply depressed for a long time, and I was deeply unhappy, and I was abusing alcohol, and my persona and my life on YouTube only exacerbated that stuff. And I had to like, the second I decided to pull away from social media and pull away from YouTube, and like, I got happier. Every farther I went, the happier I got, but then the less money I had. So it's like this weird chart of like, where on the chart do you want to be? And I think we're in a good spot right now. But that being said, please follow me and subscribe.
Oh yeah.
And send him all your Twitch Primes and stuff because he is the the People's Millionaire?
That's right. I'm the people's millionaire.
You're the People's Millionaire.
I'm a millionaire for you. I'm the millionaire you guys can feel good about giving your Prime subs to.
Yeah, of course.
Okay?
Exactly.
It's like I'm almost like you.
not just, but we're
Almost. I'm like you with just a little bit more money.
With a Porsche parked outside.
Yeah.
Porsche parked outside.
No big deal.
Of course, it's just a 911 Turbo S, guys. Take it easy.
Well, we talked about it like a little bit at the beginning when I was just kind of fucking around with you, but G4's dead. G4 has been dead for quite a few
This
months
is how I
now.
find out.
I'm trying to keep tabs on like what everyone has been up to. I know Fiona is directing music videos with two girls making out in their underwear.
She's solely in the business of like putting lesbians under blue and red bisexual lighting and filming.
It's always like that dark blue.
It's the euphoria lighting.
Yeah, I was about to
Yeah.
say. Yep.
Gina hit 1 million followers on TikTok.
She did.
And
she's a master of the talk.
So good, and
Yeah.
she's making really cute content with her boyfriend, the
Yes.
people's boyfriend.
Josh, he's the one we
Josh.
really love.
Yes.
We put up
love
with Gina so we can love Josh.
So
Exactly.
we can see
Yeah.
Josh.
Yeah.
Yes. GB is doing Valorant.
Yeah, and I see him in the Marvel Snap game.
Yeah, he does Marvel.
He
Snap
is a
lot,
Marvel
too.
Snap content creator.
Snap Lord. And then you're doing GTA RP. Are there any other projects and stuff?
I'm
that you're
streaming.
working on on the
I've
side?
got something I'm working on, but it's one of those things where I will never talk about until I have yes.
Okay.
So but I'm something that I've wanted to do for a really long time, but who knows if it'll. You just never know with this business. You know? You just never know. Yeah, but we have a Patreon. We do a podcast, and we're on Twitch 4 days, sometimes 5 days a week on that grind.
That's good. I just looked. I have the Sweet Tooth book.
Yes.
On my bookshelf when you took me to the.
Oh yeah, we
comic
went to the
store.
comic store, and because that was when the show was coming out, and so you read the book before the show came out.
Did not watch the show, but I read all the book.
Yeah. I would love. By the way, we used to do a show called Fresh Ink. Ian, me, and B Comp. B Comp. Just to plug B Comp and Peter, who played Drunkle Ted, have a weekly show where they talk comics and things. And Peter's doing a great job on his channel too. If we're going to talk about other folks from the
sounds
network.
fun.
You want to shit on Valorant first? What happened to you were supposed to be recording the dive today?
Oh yes. Okay. Oh my God. Let's just say Valorant is setting up for something extraordinary. You know, their season is starting, and a room may be used by Valorant, and so we got kicked across the street. Look, it's happening already.
Wasn't I just talking about this?
We were just
They're taking over,
They're
man.
taking over. I'm a little scared that we're gonna go to the green room where all my clothes are, and it's just gonna be gone with Valorant instead of us. We're slowly being replaced.
I
My
mean,
God.
let's be honest. It's
My
no longer
God.
called the LCS Arena. It's the Riot Games Arena now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
that's the name.
God.
Look, it's sharing. Okay, we're sharing spaces.
Isn't
we
the
just-
player base on League of Legends like much larger?
So I can comment
No?
on that. So
Because it's global.
now,
Global sport.
hold on now. I actually have the real information.
Okay.
Oh, he's
great.
got statistics from the
Yeah,
Riot
let's
All
hear it,
Hands,
dude.
guys.
And I already know the answer. I just want to hear you say it.
In China, League of Legends is the NBA.
Yes.
Right? Like Valorant is not anywhere close to it.
Mm-hmm.
In Korea, League of Legends is like a huge historical thing at this point because they've been like the winningest country, the winningest region forever. In Europe, it still has a like vast grassroots system as well as like a pro scene that really cares a lot about it. In North America, however, League of Legends has already been passed by Valorant in terms of player base, to my knowledge.
wow.
Like,
Okay.
just because League is such an old game, and you know how American culture is much more like fad based, it's much faster. Like
Yes.
the new thing comes in to replace the old thing much
We
more
chew them
quickly.
up and spit them out. real
Yeah,
quick.
exactly. Whereas
Yeah.
in Korea, there's still people playing StarCraft 1, right? Like,
Yes.
that's just that
Yeah.
game's old as shit, but there's still people who are like hardcore fans. So the fact that League of Legends lasted more than a decade like it has in North America continuing to grow is an accomplishment in itself, but League of Legends is like on the slide now as a whole in America and North America specifically.
Well, okay, so China has 1 billion people.
Yep.
So like, what's the Valorant scene like in China? And is that trending up, or is it trending down, or
So it took a long time for Valorant to even be published in China, just because in general, if a new game getting published in China takes some time, it's like a slow trend. Now they do have a team. Like EDG was a team that's in Valorant right now, so it's slowly picking up steam. But just in general, I think they will. I think it'll be a slower one. And I think League will just be still popular for some time there. The one thing, I'd say a reason for why League was surpassed. The first year of Valorant, they have a North American world champion in Optic. They just have a world champion. They have the best team in the world coming out of North America. So you're going to inspire the kids of the future. And League, we still getting booty blasted to this day.
Well, hold on now. FlyQuest, they're going to surprise you at MSI this year.
You guys ate so much ass
Did you read
for the
that
last
off
couple
of-
of weeks, bro. Like,
Her team
paid
is,
to say this?
she's paid to say this. And her team is
I
not
do-
even first in the domestic league.
I do get a paycheck.
Yeah. No, congratulations. Jeez.
They got second. You're the
Well,
second best. You're the second fiddle.
Second seed. Second seed.
can we talk about whose
Sloppy seconds.
worlds gets more views
There's only one world.
for Valorant?
Oh, whose
and
worlds gets more
the
views?
worlds for-
Valorant.
Valorant's worlds gets more views than League of
Valorant.
Legends.
if you include Chinese audiences, there's no fucking
Yeah,
way.
you have to include
There's
China.
not-
That's what
there's-
this is
there's
all
no
about.
fucking way.
We'll all be speaking Mandarin in 20 years.
But what if we're talking about North America?
If we're talking about North
No, I'm
America,
talking about
like,
the world, the globe,
Yeah,
this
you
big
said
so
old
I've not
world.
actually seen any stats on that specifically, so I couldn't speak to it with confidence.
I'll say this: Tarek himself was getting something like 70K concurrents
Who's-
for a
That's
co-stream.
not the world.
Don't
That's
ask.
not
Don't
the
ask who's
world.
Tarek.
The only Tarek I know is the champion in League of Legends.
Look at this.
I do not know.
Look
who
at this.
person is.
Tarek is an amazing human being. All right, he's a great person. You will find out it soon when Valorant takes over your entire way of living. But anyways,
I do want to say I saw that they set up co-streaming stuff within the LCS arena,
Oh,
or
that's cool.
excuse me, the Riot Games arena. So
Yeah.
there's going to be co-streamers while they're probably casting.
That sounds
But
cool.
sorry, go ahead.
that sounds cool. I think I forgot what I was gonna say. It was actually an insult to you, so you actually saved yourself.
Would you like to come up with another one? Kasim can come up with them on the spot. Kasim.
I'm being respectful.
Okay.
I'm on your show. Now, if you were on my show, we'd be letting them fly.
Let's hear. Let's hear. This is your show for the next 30 seconds.
No. I'm going to be nice
Okay.
today.
That's really
Aw,
nice.
He's nice today.
I'm going to
sounds
be
really
nice
nice.
today.
I appreciate that.
Although it took you a really long time to answer the door when I rang the doorbell. So.
It's kind of disrespectful.
I've never rung on your door and knocked on a door and it's never opened in anything less than 2 minutes.
Well,
What is going on?
I was fixing all the SD cards.
When I
in the
hit
other
that ring
room.
doorbell, does it go to the phone or is there a chime in the house?
It goes to the phone. And
Okay,
my
and then
phone
your
was
phone
down.
isn't on yet, and that's why.
Oh, the reason for it, I just forgot to tell you this. So she can't hear the doorbell because she's just generally deaf, which is why when she sings, she thinks she is a great singer.
You think you're a good singer?
No, I don't. That's actually false.
I think we'll have to see if that's true.
She's saying this now, but every time she
Please.
puts out content,
Sing the tune to your favorite anime.
Oh, my favorite anime.
yeah.
Yeah.
Tsuyoku nareru yu o shita boku wo tsurete susume.
Sorry for anybody that was watching this.
Yeah, I'm sorry for even asking her to do that.
That's why
I
she
just
owns a
apologize.
house, so no one has to complain to kick her out of an apartment building.
That house next to me has been vacant since May of last year.
I wonder why.
I don't know, but no one's moved in. It was really sad because like an old lady passed away there. I saw the ambulance kind of like
Oh, so she's haunting that shit.
pull out, and then no one's
That's
moved
dark.
Yeah.
in. Yeah.
Why did that happen?
I don't know, but I even called for a wellness check one time because I heard her alarm go off.
Whoa.
So I called the non-emergency line, and I said, "Hey, I have an elderly neighbor. All the lights are off, but I heard her alarm ringing for like a solid 10 minutes. It seems to be off now, but I think I'm just calling for a wellness check." So maybe like an hour later,
Like, yeah, we'll
Police-
be right there.
yeah.
And then they just laugh.
police swing by. I'm still up because I'm a degenerate. And I like peek outside the door when the police show up. They like knock on the door or anything. And I just poke my head and I'm like, "Oh, is everything okay?" And they walk up to my house and they're like, "Are you the one who called 911?" And I went, "No, I called the non-emergency line." They're like, "She's fine. Don't do that again." And I'm like, There is like a fucking 90-year-old elderly woman who lives by herself. She has like, I think, a nurse come in the daytime. And I'm like, should I just fucking not and wait for all the flies to like fill up the house? Fuck you.
Who said this? The police?
Of course it was the police.
Oh,
they-
unliked.
Oh my God! You had to get me to work.
I'm gonna take that Blue Lives Matter sticker off my 9/11. I'm gonna take that sticker off, and I'm gonna stop funding them personally.
You personally.
Yeah, that's a shame. They
you
should
know
be
what?
out there they're helping. You should have told them she had a gun.
True.
Yeah,
True. Then
that's how you get them. Yeah, that's how you get them.
They would help her really good.
They'd help her so good, 6 feet into the ground. Good.
Did you guys see that 400 people got laid off from Twitch today?
I did hear about that. Do you have any insight? I feel like you probably know some people that lost some jobs today,
Well,
which is such a shame.
I have a couple friends who I saw posting on Twitter because I was in an office all day. So I saw a couple people posting on Twitter basically saying like, man, I've loved working at Twitch for the past 5 years. I hope that there's many more because apparently they haven't told some of the employees that they've been laid off. They've just decided like, it's one of those G4 is shutting down, getting leaked,
Is
right?
anyone worried that like everyone's gonna be jobless soon? Like there's
always OnlyFans.
Amazon just laid off however many.
Yeah.
4,000, I think.
Unless you're working in
9,000.
AI,
Yeah.
what jobs are? I mean, what jobs are there? But like, there's so many people that are going to be unemployed. There's going to be so many people defaulting on their mortgages. There's going to be so many people out there vying for the same positions because everything's shrunk, and now there's a bunch of people for like the little amount of jobs. Is anyone else worried that we're like sliding into a massive like recession, and all of us are kind of unemployed in a way, except for you guys? But like me. I'm talking about me here.
Yeah. Peter,
Is anyone worried about me?
we're all worried.
Please
about
help.
you.
It just seems like every day I turn on the news, there's like it's just like another 10,000 people lost their jobs. These many people lost their jobs. I don't know where it's all going. AI seems to be cannibalizing a lot of that stuff, and only more so like as the days go on. Should we do what Kevin Pereira does, which is like study AI and worship at the altar that is AI and trying to find a way into it? Or do we just sit here and wait for everything to be automated and like universal basic income to become a thing?
I mean, I think one of the funny things is once the AI voice of like Biden, Trump, and Obama. Have you seen those bits?
Yes.
They're so freaking good.
I actually got in trouble for well, I didn't really get in trouble. I've been messing around with those voice changes for a while, and I've been spreading misinformation on TikTok, and I made a video. Remember when those those balloons were being shot down, and then like the week after, there was a bunch of like they were finding a new one every day, and they were shooting it down. So I thought it was funny to make a video where like I just made up the names of towns and said like there's 5 in the air and the government doesn't want you to like conspiracy talk, but like sort of
God.
and then and everyone started believing me. And
You were
and they
just
were like,
baiting the
you're
rednecks.
onto it, brother. You're like, yeah, exactly. I knew it. And then I made another one sort of like egging those people on where I made a video where I made Biden sound like, because he had his press conference where he came out and he's like, yeah, they're just probably balloons, man. And then I did the voice changer and made it seem like he had a hot mic moment where he walked off, because you can see him in the press conference walk backstage and you kind of hear him fiddle with his mic, and then he goes, you think they bought any of that bullshit?
My God.
And then and so the next day I see it all over Twitter, and these guys, like some guy in the New York State Assembly like took it, and somebody clipped it out, because in my clip it was like at the end of it he was like, hey, any of you guys hungry? I'm so hungry I could eat a cow, man. But they clipped that out of it, and they made it seem like Biden said this thing, and they're like, he thinks we're all idiots. And like it went over, and it was getting retweeted to the point where my TikTok got taken down. Twitter had to have like the little thing underneath that was like, this has been proven to be, and it was like so easy to spread misinformation, and I can't wait to do it again.
I was gonna say,
shit.
if you don't need to be worried about a job, man. You can just become a cult leader. Like,
I can and I will.
just find all these dudes with this room temperature IQ. Tell them what's going on.
I still get people, honestly, that are like, "You're onto something."
Yeah.
And I told them, honestly, I was like, at the end, because they all go, "Follow for more," and I did that. I got like 30,000 TikTok followers in like 2 weeks.
You're a professional grifter. This is literally the shit that I tell Flowers every fucking day.
Yeah, it
I
works.
tell him this.
Is my mom one of your followers?
I don't know. Is she on TikTok? Is she on that spectrum on the right wing side? Oh,
Flowers.
well, I can. I'll talk to her about the flat Earth.
Anymore.
Really?
Flowers.
Oh, that's a bummer. But don't worry, I'll let you know how she's doing when she comes to my seminars, because I'm gonna have seminars I'm gonna charge people for. This is how I get into like an InfoWars type thing. I become the talking face of the flat Earth, of like
Why,
the
why don't you
reptoid.
just do that stuff?
I am. I'm doing it,
He's
baby.
doing. He's
On a
starting up.
larger scale, but you have to start off by saying like, yes, the new Florida bills to like remove race from books. Like,
Oh yes.
Yes.
did you see where it's all like they
The
changed
Rosa Parks.
the Rosa
Yeah,
Parks
yeah,
one,
yeah.
where it's all like it changed from like Rosa Parks.
They told her to move her seat. She said no. And then that's it.
That's it.
I didn't
That's
say
history.
why.
For no reason.
Yeah, for no reason. She was being annoying, and she didn't want to move her seat. Like, no, all right.
I've told Flowers this, that basically, like overnight, I can just
Oh, yeah, yeah, I
eclipse him
remember
in
this.
followers.
Yeah, spread
Yes.
misinformation.
I could eclipse him in followers by being a black Republican. I could just the next
Absolutely.
day just be like, you know what? All of your racist gestures and ideas, you're right.
Yeah.
I can write a best-selling book the next month. Just one night, I could eclipse Flowers just like that, and I only have to do one thing, and it's over.
Yeah.
The
You can
best
be the new
part
Candace
was
Owens.
he's leaving out the context of when this idea was proposed. This idea was proposed during like a 2 a.m. ride back from like a party with friends. We're in the back of an Uber, and he just looks at me. He's looking at his phone. He looks at his phone. He's like, "Hey, how many followers you got?" And I was like, at the time I was like, I don't know, like 120K. I was like, "Why? How many do you have?" He was like 40, but I could probably have twice yours tomorrow if I wanted. And I was like, "How are you gonna have twice mine if you wanted?" He's like. He just looks at me with this the sassy Raz look when he knows he's about to like get you with a shit post. He's like, all I have to be is a black person who hates black people.
There it is. That's all you need. That's all you need.
Oh
The
my
next
God.
day, professional grifter Raz at your doorstep.
It's genius.
It is.
It's the
It's-
same for women turning on women, where it's
True.
all like, I'm
pick me.
tired of these fucking
Yeah.
bimbos, and it's like, man, please, I was just asking for equality.
Well, I'm gonna change it from the inside, but first I have to become one of them, and for a long time too, until I make a lot of money.
And
But then I'll
profit.
change the
You just have to
system.
profit off of it for a cool decade or two.
That's it.
Yeah.
Don't do it. It's for the good.
Exactly.
Duh.
I tell people that all the time.
Follow me on TikTok. We're getting to the bottom of it.
Yeah.
I did one. So after that one got taken down, I did one. I don't know if you guys remember the story of this guy who like found a giant on top of a mountain and then the FBI killed him.
Dude,
Did you
what?
hear about this?
I did not hear about that.
Why
There's
is Ian
this guy,
nodding?
this guy Andrew Dawson, who filmed what he called was a giant on top of a mountain, and you can Google it, and it's just like a radio tower, but it's the way the shadows look. But he started posting like videos that were like the government. He would see like black SUVs outside of his house, and like, guys, these guys are following me, and they don't want me to spread the truth. But I'm talking to you guys, the guys on TikTok. I'm spreading the truth. And then he comes out with one that's like, he's got his hands in his pockets, and he keeps looking off screen, and he's like, hey guys, I just want to let you know, like, this has all just been a joke, and none of this is real. And he just keeps looking like somebody's making him say it, you know. And then like a few weeks later, dead. And he's got an obituary and everything. And so I made that video where I had my hands in my pockets and I was like looking up. And people are like they're forcing him to say this. You know, they're like, this isn't the truth. They're telling him what to say. And so that's where we're at in the story.
You know what the next step is?
Yeah.
You take a flight to Argentina and you upload secret TikToks
Yeah.
of just being like, guys, I got to get the word out to you all. Things are fucked up, but I can't say any more right now.
Yeah.
And ignore the fact that like broadcasting from Argentina is not a good way to stay undercover from the government. Like
No.
that's not going to register.
No.
But just, you know,
Yes.
fully sell them on it. Like,
Go totally. I thought my next one after this was just going to be me running in pitch black. right? But like, am I being chased? What's going
Right.
on?
The
And
mystery's the fun.
Yeah, totally. And just see what happens.
As someone with just fucking brain dead family members,
Yeah,
please don't.
I have to. I have to
You
do
must.
this.
I'm gonna
This
get
is-
hit up by my mom, just being like, "Is your friend okay?" Because he started speaking the truth and all of
that. He's been awoke.
he's awoken. You two are casting playoffs this week,
Correct.
Better believe it.
so you're casting, not just on the desk.
Yeah, I'm be casting.
Hell yeah! What day?
I think it's the Golden Guardians Day, so that's
You're
really
on.
fun.
You're on Saturday.
Okay,
You're on
Saturday.
Thursday. There it is.
I'm-
Or is it Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
It's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what days are you casting?
Thursday and Sunday.
Okay, so you're gonna be for the FlyQuest game.
No. Thursday is the.
No, Thursday's the
Oh,
FlyQuest
yeah,
game.
that's right. That's right. I was thinking, no, I'm not on the game with the best team, and then I forgot that you're not the best team.
True,
Cloud9
is. That's
so yeah.
that makes
I'm
sense.
on the second versus third place. So, Cloud9's not the game that I'm casting because they're the team that actually did good at the end of the split. And then I'll be casting you guys versus 100 Thieves, and then I'll be casting I'll be casting the loser of the Cloud9 versus CLG series, which will be CLG because Cloud9's the best team because you guys just gave it to them.
If I wasn't trying to save my feet for future Patreon content, I would take my sock off and throw it at you right now.
Let me think. So that would FlyQuest then, if they would lose that first series, which is a
I actually
It's
think
not
they,
gonna
I
happen.
actually think they will. I think 100
Yeah.
Thieves is better than them.
Can you
right now.
shut your whore mouth?
and they would be facing Golden Guardians, I think, in the lower bracket. I think.
Yeah, because EG plays the loser of the Cloud9 series, so that means Golden Guardians plays the loser of the FlyQuest 100 Thieves series.
So then I would be casting the series in which FlyQuest are out of the
So yeah, if you
playoffs.
guys lose in the series that I cast, then Raz also gets to cast you. So
Yeah.
if you want
Isn't that
the
fun?
It's no, you know what's not fun? The fact that I had a tri-cast with these three, and then Flowers
with these three,
with these two is three.
yeah, you can see how effective this probably was.
It's good.
You
I'm sorry, that would felt even rude
you
for me.
said you said on Twitter that was your first cast with Raz.
Yeah, ours was not a cast. Let's be honest here. That was a shit post.
Okay, you're
And
not.
I'm not saying it in a derogatory way.
That's a derogatory.
It was
way.
a good shit post, but
I'm
it was
saying
not a
it in
cast.
derogatory.
Like
So
That
good-
was a
good
shit
cop, bad
post.
cop, you know.
I literally even replied to a random person on Twitter saying, "Yeah, that was a shit post." Like,
You suck. Where can people watch more of your GTA RP? Where can they watch all your content and support you and the Cream Team?
Thank you. Twitch.tv/CastandG. And then I'm on TikTok. If you stand with me and you want the truth and you stand against abortions and women's rights, come follow us and follow for more on TikTok.
Okay, he doesn't mean what he's saying.
No, I mean it. Follow us on there.
He doesn't mean what he's saying. He's doing a bit. He
The
supports.
earth is flat.
oh no, I'm not touching this.
You can't. You can't.
No,
We're people of color. It's okay.
Like, comment, and subscribe, please, so that all of us can keep jobs as everyone else is losing theirs. The world sucks right now. Bye.
Oh, is it
See
over?
you.
So long. Thanks for having me.
Thank you guys.
Goodbye.